Hey Chance, Coach Gilcrease here. First off, I just want to thank you for coming out to camp. I really had a good time working with you. I know the rest of the coaching staff really had a good time working with you as well. This is going to be your video analysis. So the first thing I like to look at whenever I'm looking at a swing, okay, is I like to make sure we've got a good foundation, good bend in our knees, make sure we've got good balance, okay, and our hands are in a good position, and make sure we're lined up, okay. So everything here checks out. Everything looks good at this position. So the next thing that I like to look at, okay, is I want to make sure we have a good load, and I want to make sure our bat doesn't wrap around our head, and I want to make sure when we move our stride foot, okay, I want to make sure that our weight stays back and we're just kind of picking that front foot up and putting it back down. Okay, I don't want our weight transferring forward onto that front foot. Okay, we want to keep it back on our back leg. Okay, so here, I'm just going to play it forward. I want to watch your load a little bit. Okay, you do a good job, okay? Our weight's still back here for the most part. Most of our weight's still back here. Now, one thing I can notice here, okay, our hands start in a good position, and they move back, okay, and now that bat gets a little bit behind our head, okay? It's not bad. It could cause problems later in the swing, but we'll see that in just a second, okay? It'll play itself out. Now what I want to look at next is I want to check out our path to the ball, okay? And this is really where I'm going to tell if that bat wrapping around your head, that much is going to cause a problem in your swing, okay? So what we want to do is we've got A, B, and C, okay? The quickest way to get from point A to point C is going to be a straight line. So what we want to do is we want to attack that ball in this motion right here, okay? We want to come down this line right here and then hit down and through the ball. What we don't want to do is have that barrel dip below the ball, okay? So at all times, we want to keep our barrel above the baseball. Okay, so I'm going to play you through and see where you go, okay? So you do a really good job of getting that barrel down and then flattening it out through the zone, okay? So right here at contact, we've got a lot of good things going on here, okay? First thing I notice here is we got our eyes on the target. Next thing I want to look at, we got a good stiff front side. We've got a really defined L here. Our foot's coming up on its toe good. We got right palm up, right palm down. So everything at this position right here is exactly where we want to be, okay? Now this L right here that I'm talking about, okay, that's where all of our power comes from in our swing. Okay, that's what we call firing our backside, riding our backside, okay? Once we get to this position, the next thing we want to do is make sure we're driving through that back knee, hitting down through that ball, okay? That's what that stiff front leg's for. It allows us to really get down in that back leg. So right here, the next thing I want to watch, okay, is I want to watch how you push through the ball, okay? Do a really good job, okay, getting our hands through at this clip. Still pushing through. Now the one thing I don't want to see, okay, I want you to stay in this position where your legs are right here, okay, so where this L is right here, where this position is right here, I want you to stay in this position until we finish our swing. Stay down in that L, and it's going to allow you to hit the ball for a lot more power, more consistently, okay. All in all, I'd say the swing is very good, okay. One thing I want you to kind of work on is making sure that bat doesn't wrap around our head at all, okay. It only does it a little bit, and right now it's not causing that much of a problem. But the older you get, and the faster the ball gets thrown in there, okay, that could cause your timing to be off. So if we can go ahead and correct that now, it's going to benefit you more down the road, okay? So like I said, just make sure that barrel doesn't wrap around our head, and all in all, our swing is going to be that much better, okay? So Chance, it's Coach Gilcrease again. Like I said earlier, thanks again for coming to camp. I know we really enjoyed working with you. Hope to see you again at a camp coming up soon, and thanks again.